respected principal, teachers, and all my fellow friends. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. I, Najmullahan Nabila, welcome you all to our online science fair 2020. It's a great pleasure being with everyone in a virtual platform. The motto of our online science fair 2020 is Science is not about why, science is about why not. Dear audience, let us proceed to our online science fair program 2020. At the outset, I will request Shahadip Diha from Standard 4 to recite verses from the Holy Quran.
Assalamu alaikum. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Thank you, Diha. May I now request our respected principal sir to inaugurate our today's science fair program.
Thank you, Nabila. Respected parents, teachers, and my beloved students of Mainamati International School and College. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. This is indeed a unique opportunity for all of us to be here present in this online platform. Science fair is one of the most important events of the co-curriculum activities of the academic calendar of any institution. Every year we organize the program with full zeal and enthusiasm. Unfortunately, this year, due to this pandemic situation, we are arranging this program in online platform. However, I congratulate all the students, all the participants who have tried hard in last 1 month or so, and they have prepared their projects, their presentation, their knowledge. The motto of this year's science fair is science is not about why, it is about why not. So students, please do remember this motto. If you remember this motto, why not, in every phase of life, you will find answer of many questions. Now, science fair is a place where you can practice your innovation. You can enrich your knowledge. Through science fair, through various projects and the knowledge sharing and the poster presentation, we will come to know many new things which will help in our day-to-day life. I hope and I wish you will continue your practicing this knowledge sharing, knowledge enriching and knowledge finding in every sphere of your life. I know due to pandemic situations you have faced lot of difficulties to collect your projects material, collect various equipments and items. With all limited resources, you have done wonderful job. I have seen all the projects, your theme, your presentation, it was excellent. Thank you very much all of you. And with this, I want to inaugurate the Science Fair 2020. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Dear audience, our brilliant students of MISC have sung the periodic table song with great melody. Let us listen to this beautiful song.
Oxygen so you can get a feeling for your neon to light up the sun, sodium and potassium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, then sulfur, chlorine, potassium, and calcium, so you just drop. This is the periodic table.
copper, zinc and gallium, germanium and arsenic, selenium and bromine, cobalt, krypton, heptide, tellurium, ruthenium, zirconium, zirconium, niobium, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, silver, lead, then cadmium and indium, tin cans, antimony, then tellurium and iodine and xenon and cesium and
Lithium and barium is 56. That is where the tablespace will lanthanize had just begun. Lanthanum, cerium, and praseodymium. Promethium, that's 62. Samarium, europium, gadolinium, cadmium, dysprosium, chromium, indium, thorium, iridium, potassium. Hafnium, tantalum, dozen, then we have radium, osmium, and iridium, platinum, gold to make a residual of mercury to tellurium, is physical, helium, magnesium, is a polydum, polonium, etc. Radium, francium, molecular, radium, then actinated radium.
This is the periodic table of the stable halogens and alkalium of a symbol. The speeding of the sodium of a selenium like allopacium, actinium, sodium tetractinium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, mesothelium, berkelium, californium, einsteinium, fermium, mendelevium, nobelium, lawrencium, rubidium, gadolinium, seaborgium, borium, hassel, mcnerium, gamsterium, derangenium, copernicium, ammonium, ferrobium, moscovium, rhodamorium, tennessine, organeson, and then we're done.
Now, let us watch a short video clip regarding how to save and save our life during this pandemic situation, which is brilliantly demonstrated by our students Anaf Afan from Standard 5 and Janatul Rauzan from Nursery.
Now I want to tell how to wash our hands. Let's see. At first, take some hand wash. Like this. Do this. You have to do this for 20 seconds. Thank you.
After washing hands, now I will show you how to wear mask properly. This is a surgical mask. We should keep the blue side out. We should adjust the stick as our nose and wear it properly. When we are out, we should not touch our mask because when we have touched anything, the viruses will cut in our mask. So we should not touch our mask without reason. And we should not touch our face also. And now we should not open our mask like this. We should open our mask by pulling the string. We should not touch our mask because when our hands we have touched anything, the viruses can come in our hands. If we touch our mask, it can come up in our mask and get in our nose, and the virus can affect us.
Now, we will show you few glimpses of Science Fair 2019. The students of MISC have showed their amazing talent by preparing some wonderful project works. Some of our students also showed their brilliance in poster presentation and knowledge sharing. Now we will show you the best projects of Online Science Fair 2020.
Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Mysore sir from Standard 5A and the topic of my project is road safety. So today I'll talk about it. It is based on the traffic jams of Bangladesh. Traffic jam is one of the most hardest problems existing in our country. This problem is caused because of unplanned planning of households, unplanned road planning, and because of not following traffic laws. My project shows a simple solution to all these three problems. I'll explain how. Firstly, the residential areas are equally divided in both sides of the road. This means that there will be no jams while going in or out of the areas. Secondly, the flyovers has been placed over two roads. This means anyone who is using the flyovers can easily avoid the two roads and get to their destination faster. Finally, I have shown two interactions of road. The interactions of road is to build the density of traffic in all areas, making the roads more free. This is my idea about the project. Thank you all.
I have made two projects. One is respiratory system and the other is hydrolytic lift. The organs which take part in respiration are known as respiratory system. Respiratory system consists of nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea with its division, bronchus, alveoli, and lungs itself. The respiratory system brings oxygen into our bodies, which we need for our cells to live and function properly, and it helps to get rid of carbon dioxide, which is a waste product of our cellular function. The nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi all work like a system of pipe through which air is funneled down into the lung. When we inhale, lungs expand, and when we exhale, lungs grows. In nose there are two cells, cilia and goblet cells. These two cells trap dirt and germs and purify the air. The filtrated air, moistened by mucous membrane and air, enters the lungs. Trachea is formed by cartilage which keep the trachea patent. Then trachea divided in bronchi, bronchiole and alveoli. Lungs are spongy tissue filled with capillary and alveoli. Alveoli are surrounded by blood vessels, so gaseous exchange occurs in this region. Well, as the world is dealing with COVID-19 pandemic, so it's my responsibility to speak something about COVID-19. COVID-19 is caused by coronavirus. Coronavirus enters through nose because the cilia and goblet cells of nose contain high levels of protein that coronavirus uses to get into our body cell. This coronavirus can damage the thin walls and linings of air cell. Lungs become inflamed, so it becomes tough for breathing, and ultimately oxygen saturation is reduced. So we must wear mask to prevent coronavirus. Now I will show my next project, hydraulic lift. Hydraulic lift is a simple machine that uses the transfer of pressure through an enclosed static liquid medium to lift heavy machinery. According to Pascal's principle, the pressure applied to a fluid in a closed container is transmitted equally to every point of the fluid and the wall of container. The force that we will get on the second container will be more than the applied force. The use of hydraulic lift they can be used in automotive, shipping, construction, waste removal, mining, and we can also use in industries for raising and lowering people, goods and equipments. Hydraulic lifts are also used to lift cars. There are many advantages of hydraulic lifts. They are cheaper to install than others. They occupy less space. There is no need for an overhead machine room. I have made this hydraulic lift with two series. One is kept inside the box, and with the other I will apply pressure. So in this way it works.
In college.
and I am going to present a science project. The project that I have made is on a burning topic, and this is not just a seasonal issue of our country. I named the project Trash Management. We have a huge population of 170 million. Regularly, they produce trashes, but there doesn't exist any useful trash management system. The benefits of my project is it needs less effort, lower amount of principal is needed, trashes can be turned into asset, and many more. At first, I will be discussing on the importance of trash management. This is worth mentioning that the trashes which we produce that pretty much disturb us. It creates bad odor and obstacle when we roam around. Then, one time, river in Bangladesh has destroyed its river throwing polythene, household wastage, industrial wastage into rivers. Besides, our tourism places are highly affected because of unmanaged trash. This is also responsible for imbalanced ecosystem. Unmanaged trash also harm our health. It reduces the fertility of land, mixes up with water, and harm the aquatic life. Causes air pollution, different kind of diseases may cause along with mental disorder. So I think it's enough to make you understand the importance of my project. So there are different kind of garbages such as kitchen wastage, plastic garbages, industrial wastage, metals, and others. The management system of industrial wastage are existing, so we're not going to talk about that. Ours is an agro-based country. 80% of our population depends on farming. To produce a good amount of crops, we need fertilizer, and most of the farmers depend on chemical fertilizer, which is costly and moreover harmful for the environment. And most of us doesn't know that we can make good quality of fertilizer with the kitchen wastage, and it's very easy to produce. We can make it at home or collectively with government effort. The procedure is shown on the slide. Plastic garbage needs at least 500 years to decompose, but there is a way that we can get rid of it. First of all, we have to collect all the trashes from all over the country to burn them. The smokes are to be purified before releasing in the environment with the help of chimney that makes the smoke less than a micrometer, which is really not harmful. Adding to that, the heat generated in the chimney can be used to produce electricity. 90% of the wastage disappear and the rest 10% ashes are hidden underwater. It is to be noticed that the water vessel should not connect any river or ocean. And the remaining garbage like metal or chemical and others has the system of management, but they are not being generated properly. So a little bit of effort, mass awareness, and government support is needed. This is a small step, but a huge effect afterward to reduce, recycle, and reuse. Thank you.
At this moment, the name of my science project is hand sanitizing machine, which can be used at the entrance of offices, school, hospitals, shops, and many other places. Now I will show my science project. Now I will show you how it works. First I have to give hand inside this, then I have to push here like this, then we have to sanitize our hand. This is the button, and here is the speed gear. Now I will show the inside.
Here is the engine, and then I will show the next side. Here is the spray. And that is how it works. Now I will show what types of things I have used to make this project. And that's all. It could be more nice and look more beautiful if I could buy some other things from outside. But because of the pandemic, I couldn't go out. I have made this with whatever I have in my home. Thank you, everybody.
Today I am going to talk about the immunity or the immune system of our body. Our body has the immune system naturally. There are many types of virus and bacteria around us that can cause any disease at any time. As we can see in this picture, this girl is infected by virus disease. If we didn't have this defense system, we would be suffering from various diseases all the time. Immune cells in our body, they are of two types. Some cells work non-stop naturally and some are specific. If the natural cells cannot kill the germs, the specific cells together make an antibody and start fighting. Even though our body has an immune system, at some point we get infected by some powerful germs. In that case, we need to boost our immune system. It is a natural process, but we can boost it by changing our food habit and lifestyle. We may follow some rules. Firstly, to protect our body, we must keep ourselves clean. We should wash our hands with soap and clean water when we feel it dirty. We should eat enough healthy foods such as vegetables, fruits, fish, and milk, etc. Moderate exercise keeps our body active. Enough sleep and rest is another important thing. We also take vaccine with doctor's advice. Following these rules, we can boost the key and keep the immune system running. If we want to keep ourselves healthy and active, we must follow these rules and protect our body from diseases. Stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you. We should eat enough healthy foods such as vegetables, fruits, fish, milk, etc. Moderate exercise keeps our body active. Enough rest and sleep is another important thing. We also take vaccine with doctor's advice.
Assalamu alaikum to my respected principal and teachers. I am Islam Ibn from class 9. On this happy occasion of science fair, I am presenting a project that is how to save water from wastage. In this project, you can see that I have used wires and motors in a bottle. By connecting a pipe and motors for passing water from tank to water passing to another tank, and that at a certain level, when the water reaches the part, the bell will start ringing and we can hurry to the motor and turn it off. In this way, we can save water. Sometimes we often forget to turn off motor. To save water, we should be conscious, and this alarm will draw our attention with help from wastage of water. Yeah, you can see that the bell is start ringing. Thank you everyone for watching.
I am Arfad Hussain Safi, a student of class 10. This is I going to present a poster presentation on the topic expression regarding Big Bang theory and dark matter. At first, in 1919 May, Mr. Solar ellipse day. To prove Einstein's gravitational force is not created with an operation, Einstein said that gravitational force is not created due to mass of object. Due to heavy orbit cosmic time thesis curve. To prove, the scientists have the day of solar ellipse. As a gravitational theory passed a new theory named gravitational reasoning and started up, the theory opened a new skyline of the common research. From the mysterious matter come out the dark matter. The first electrical neutron atom appeared 1,000 years ago, and the first element was created hydrogen along with small quantities of helium and helium. 400 years ago, after the Big Bang giant, clouds of original elements produced by the Big Bang later merged through the gravity to form a galaxy for the next 500 million years ago. Before, Jules Lemaitre was the first person to propose the Big Bang theory through his hypothesis of the permeable atom. Scientists later built on his ideas to form the modern theory of Big Bang. In 1920s, Edwin Hubble discovered the galaxies appear to moving away from a speed proportional to this distance. The observation became known as Hubble's law. By using Hubble's law, there are a universe, and scientists have called an approximate of how old the universe is. And the universe is still expanding, still constantly changing. In 1990s, scientists observed that the universe is expanding accelerated rate due to hypothesis of dark energy. And as the universe expands, created more dark energy is filled empty space, more dark energy is new energy is turned accelerate, and the expansion of the Albert Einstein has said that the proof by scientists of 1990. Currently, very little is known as about the dark matter, and dark matter is not in the form of stars and planets, and they were seen by scientists propose dark matter is considered as exotic part of like existence. Dark matter is formed by dark clouds of solid matter. Dark matter is not antimatter. Dark matter is not a large galaxy-sized black holes. In reality, little is known about the origin of the universe and the current state of the universe. Here we see in this picture, here is the sun and the 8 planets. All the planets are moving around the sun on the path of the way. And around this picture we see dark energy take up 66.3 and dark energy, and the universe, the dark matter takes up 24.8, and along with this planets, asteroids, stars and other solids take up 4.9%. Also we see this in these pictures. Here is the ordinary visible of cosmic or the galaxy of cluster and listen of galaxy images, distortion of light rays, and after then we see the of the earth. And in the last picture we see that here the galaxy rays of the cosmic ray and the ray are passing through a lieu of light ray. Conclusion: in reality, very little is known as the universe is so vast, remote distance and very old is make extremely difficult to the study, to test, to prove the hypothesis and theories about the technology will ever find the proof other from exactly of the universe. It is possible we are only life from in the universe, and but many believe that this is unlikely. At last, I want to say that scientist named Nikola Tesla got the vanity chair of man of the future because he is the first scientist able to prove himself along with all of his theory along with the explanation. Thank you very much.
My projects. I have 3 projects. They are a mini water pump, a smart filter, and mini fan. Now I'm going to discuss about water pump. Water pump is a machine used to increase the pressure of water in order to move it from one place to another or from lower to higher. It works on the principle of energy transformation. Here, electrical energy transformed into mechanical energy. Within this water pump, I use a 9-volt battery, a switch, and a DC motor with fan. The advantages of this water pump are: it is cost effective, weight is less, it is portable. That's why it is used throughout the world for agricultural, industrial and residential purpose. It could be used for washing our vehicles in a riverbank without wasting any water. Now I am showing my project how it works. Smartphone projector. The smartphone projector is a charmingly lo-fi way to share your phone screen. Projectors expands the image of a smartphone screen to be large enough for a room full of people to see. A projector is an optical device that projects an image onto a surface. Most projects create an image by shining a light through a small transparent lens. For making this smartphone projector, I used a transparent lens, an old box, and a smartphone. The advantages of this smartphone are it is cost effective, it is least harmful for our eyes as we do not look into the mobile phone directly. So we are safe from the harmful ray. Now I am showing how my projector works.
Today I am showing you my poster presentation which is on scientific communication. To know scientific communication we have to know what is scientific and what is communication. Scientific can be anything that is related with science and communication means to communicate with others. To know scientific communication we have to know what is science. Here we can see that a writing has been written that what is science. So we have to know that what is science. Science involves the pursuit of knowledge covering general truths or the operations of fundamental laws. Science is a system of knowledge that concerned with the physical world and its phenomena and that contains ambiguous observation and systematic experimentation. We know that only science contains observation or experimentation because without observations and experimentation we can't believe in science. So let's the intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment is science. I have explained you what is science. So we have to overcome. So we have to now know that what is scientific communication because we have know that what is science. So now we will know what is scientific communication. What is scientific communication? When scientists communicate with others more effectively, science helps being able to communicate the relevance and impact to their ideas and discover and enhance scientists' ability to secure funding or find a job. In past, scientists used to communicate with others so effectively, which was known as scientific communication. Scientists' ability to secure funding or find a job, it allows them write better for comprehensive research papers. Scientific communication is the practice of informing, educating, sharing, and wonderment. Now you have also known that what is scientific communication. Scientific communication is the practice of informing, educating, sharing, wonderment, and raising awareness of science-related topics. See, communication, science communications, and audience are ambiguously defined and apparent, and science knowledge varies with each group. Science knowledge about scientific communication always encouraged with one group. Each group has a scientific communication system. So we can see that here we can see a picture, a telephone, and two men. A sender. One man is written in the forward of one man. It is written sender and it is receiver. Sender, message, and feedback. If I communicate with other to know anything or any news, we have to communicate with others to know the feedback of the news. Now we will know the tips to improve communication. Because many of us don't know how to communicate with others. So we have to know some tips for improving our communication. Tips for improving your communication skills are make communication a priority. You have to make your communication as a priority of yourself. Simplify and stay on message. You have to communicate with others in a message. Engage your listeners or readers.
We will always engage our listener and our readers because it is very much important for us to communicate with others in English or Bangla. It can be anyone. Take time to respond. We can take time to respond. It is not necessary to say it quickly or easily. We can take time to respond anything to communicate with others. Make sure you are understood. You have to make sure. It is important one. You have to make sure that you are understood. If you communicate with others, if you don't understand, so what is the result? It is bad. Develop your listening skills too. You have to develop your listening skills because if you don't concert with the communication that will happen with others, we can be easily to develop our skills. Body language is important. You have to use your body language straightly. No, not too bad, not too good. You have to use it mediumly. But everyone maintain eye contact. Maintain eye contact. You have to maintain your eye contact with anyone else to communicate with others. Because to communicate with others, you have to know her or him. That's why it is necessary. That's all. Thank you, all of you.
Joinul Abidin. My presentation is on structure of cell. So let's start. Cell is the basic unit of life. A living cell is so tiny that it is not visible to naked eyes. Cells can be observed very clearly with microscope. Also, we can see a picture of microscope I have given. There are also two cells. One is animal cell and one is plant cell. So, main parts of the cells are cell wall, protoplasm, cell membrane, cytoplasm, plastids, vacuole, mitochondria, nucleus. We can see this with microscopes, but it is so much visible with electron microscope. The first slide is on cell wall. The cell wall is only present in plant cells. It is made of non-living materials. Its function is to give shape of cell and regulates the passage of fluid into and out of the cells. It also protects the inner parts of the cell. The second slide is on protoplasm. It is a gel-like sticky semi-liquid substance surrounded by cell wall. Protoplasm is the basis of life. It has three parts: cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. Also, there is a picture of protoplasm. I have arrowed it. Now this slide is on cell membrane. Surrounding the whole protoplasm there is a living soft membrane which is called cell membrane. Its location is just below the cell wall of plants. It controls the flow of water, minerals and gases in and out of cells. Also cell membrane has some pores. With the help of this, it controls the flow of water. Now this is the slide of cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a fluid-like substance part of protoplasm, is outside the nucleus and is surrounded by cell membrane. Its function is to hold many small organelles and performs few physiological functions. Small organelles held by cytoplasm are plastid, vacuole, mitochondria, and there is also a picture inside of cytoplasm. It's almost like a fluid. One of the small organelles of cytoplasm are plastids. Plastids are also known as color bearer. Plastids are unique characteristics of plant cells. Plastids have three functions depending on colors, like green, which helps manufacturing food, colorful makes attractive food by giving colors, like apple have a red color. Colorless helps to store food. Also, there are various types of plastids, and these have various colorful things. Here, vacuole is present in cytoplasm but not present in animal cells. A vacuole is a space in the center of a plant cell and is absent in animal cell. The fluid present in the plant cell is known as cell sap. Its work is to act as cell sap tank and controlling pressures applied on the cell. Here, the blue one on the cell is vacuole. Here, the last small and important organelle of cytoplasm is mitochondria. The powerhouse of the cell is mitochondria. Its shape may be like rod, globular, star-like, etc. Main activities of mitochondria is to help respiration and producing energy. There is also a picture. The last slide is on nucleus. The circular dense substance suspended on protoplasm is nucleus. It controls all the physiological functions of the cell. Generally, nucleus is circular in shape. It can be also semicircular or tubular in shape under some circumstances. Thank you to all to see my presentation.
Something about the mummies. What is mummy? A body preserved by natural process or human technology with their other remainings are called mummy. Why was it made? Egyptians saw the preservation of the body after death as an important step to living well in afterlife. That is why they decided to keep their kings and queens making mummies. After that, they used to wrap the bodies with bandage and were kept in pyramids. The biggest pyramid of the world is situated in Egypt and its name is Giza. Now, question may arise, what is pyramid? So, pyramid is a triangle structure and sloping slides that meet in a point at top. Thank you.
This is my science project. The name of my project is Solar TV Model. The full form of TV is Town and Village. In the urban area, I have built a hospital and some offices. In the countryside, I have built a school and some houses. To connect them, I have built a bridge here. As you can see, I have also created a floating solar farm. If we cannot build bridges between cities and villages, it is by no means possible to accelerate the development of this country. We can take the first step of this bridge by installing solar panels in the rural areas. Our country is a riverine country. Using it, we can install floating solar farm, which can bring touch of development in the rural life in different ways. Solar cells are getting better and cheaper day by day and are competing with electricity from the grid. Using solar panels instead of burning oil, gas or fossil fuel, which is limited, and reduce carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Also, solar panel is an environment-friendly energy choice. Setting up a new solar panel installation has lower impact, unlike traditional power plants. Solar is commonly installed in existing structures or unused lands, rooftop, parking lots, and these days also in oceans or in the water. As a developing country, 2/3 of the population is deprived of access to electricity. In urban areas, we can build taller buildings to ensure full use of sunlight. If we can ensure the use of solar panels in various hospitals, schools and homes in addition to offices, it will be possible to fill the power deficit in the lives of many people in the country. As solar panels last for decades, once installed, we will be able to fulfill the electricity needs of the people of the country for many years. All in all, through this model, I have tried to show how the use of solar work. I am standard 4B and my project name is water treatment plant. WTP. Water treatment plant makes the completed water into clean water. Then it disables the clean water. The clean water into the drain. This is the stroke tank. In this stroke tank there is contaminated water. From the stroke tank, the contaminated water goes to Selvam 1. Selvam 1 filters the contaminated water. Then
grams of 6 grams of lime and 18 to 22 drops of iron yeah, 18 to 22 drops of iron and a tablespoon of polyelectrolytes. Polyelectrolytes. You can see that the water remains above and the germs are going down. Now I'm going to measure the pH of that. The pH of the water should be in 7 to 9 pH. 7 to 9 pH. You can see that it is 7. It is 7 pH. So the dirt goes to celery tank and the clean water goes to the finish tank. The water in the finish tank is not clear enough to be drained, so we have to filter it. For filterization, we have to send it to Sendong from Sendong to the for filterization it goes to carbon and then it goes to resin. Then it is clean enough to be drained. Now I'm going to show you how to filter it. This is the filtering paper. You can see that. So the filtering paper takes all the germs away Thank you. Goodbye.
Today I have made a science project for the online science fair our school has arranged. It is a hydraulic arm. I have made it using aluminium wires, cardboard, water, syringes and pipes. It's very environment friendly as it uses only water for moving its part. Both the syringes are connected and by a pipe, and inside it is water. The water in both the syringes travel and it helps the arms to move and pull or keep down the guava. For example, if we press the syringe, due to the pressure of this syringe, the arm would rise. You can see here. If you pull it back, it will go down again. Therefore, with the help of this, it's very easy to pull or keep any object. Thank you.
Dear audience, total 45 projects were deposited by the students of MISC, where they have showed their amazing talent in expressing the advancement of science. Due to shortage of time, it is very difficult to show all the clips together. Now let us watch a short clip of the overall projects of the students of MISC. students, we have come to the end of our program. Now, may I request our respected principal, sir, to speak a few words and conclude this online science fair program 2020.
Thank you, Nabila. At first, let us put our hands together for all the participants of Online Science Fair 2020. Very well done and a very good job. You have done excellent. The projects, your knowledge, those were innovative and those were very enriching. I am very happy with your performance. Through Science Fair, we come to know new things. We come to know new ideas which will make our life easy, which will help others. So I request all the students who have presented their projects or shared their knowledge to continue with this thing, and you must try to help others. How you can help? Through your project. Think. The more you think, you will find the better solution. We have tried to show only 14 projects or presentation, and we are left with more 31 or 32. So I congratulate all of you for your wonderful job. Thank you very much. Very well done. Those projects were very enriching, very knowledge encouraging. I also sincerely recognize the hard work and efforts of all the teachers who were actively involved in organizing the Science Fair 2020, and also the parents, without whose support it would be very difficult for the students to complete their projects. Thank you all. I wish and I hope in future we will also continue with the same pace and same zeal and enthusiasm. Till next time, thank you very much. Stay home, stay fine. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir. Dear audience, thank you very much for being with us. Stay fine, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.